best locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Wyoming Cowboys, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Cowboys will put total leather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. So Colorado's offense will take the field first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Running back searching for a hole. Looking for room at the 40. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Lewis to throw. Makes the grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Makes the catch. It's Miller. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Here comes the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Personal foul.
This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Lewis wants to pass. He's got him this time. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. He does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
The Buffaloes trying to cash it in on first and goal. Motion from the back. Wants to keep it in the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Hayden. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field, making the nice tackle.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Big fella moving. And they will score. Touchdown, Colorado.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, third and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Wyoming's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And the Cowboys can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
Anderson wants to throw. Got his man. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Yeah, at this point on offense, it's all about finding completions and finding your rhythm. And they get a few yards there with the slant.
Line getting set on second down. Rides the back on the option, the give. Can't get him to the ground. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
The Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Durr. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Second down.
Guys, Colorado has the lead here, and we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far.
Wyoming, 0.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. And the Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Anderson will throw. There's the pressure. Complete to the right.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Sargent. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
First and goal, Wyoming.
And the Cowboys trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. With jet sweep pass. Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Wyoming. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Number 9 with the carry.
The extra point here would tie the game.
For the extra point.
And he makes the extra point. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Lewis to throw. Trying to get rid of it.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Miller. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give from the gun. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Second down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And the Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Miller. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. And the Buffaloes send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Anderson wants to throw. Looking left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got the tight end. There he goes. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
And the Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Anderson will throw. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's third down. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll take a shot. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Man, that's a great job playing the fade. That's one of the hardest plays to defend, especially down here near the goal line. Nice job staying inside the receiver, staying glued to him close enough we can get a hand on the football and knock it down.
The Cowboys line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Brown.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
The Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
One more snap coming before halftime. Lewis wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Boulder. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas at Folsom Field.
And the Buffaloes will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out, trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll do it himself. Runs through a tackle. Past the first down marker and still running. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
So now it's 2nd and long. Anderson wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Holman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Cowboys are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Brings up
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He wants to throw it again. Gets rid of it. The short hands. It's holding. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
The Cowboys will have it 1st and 10. Anderson will throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
The play action fake. Rushes on him. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cowboys can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Right back to him on the ground. Nice move there. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't easy coming downhill right at you. Hard to diagnose plays.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying play action. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Lewis to throw. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Still on his feet at the 45. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle, it's Miller.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And the Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Lewis wants to pass. Safe completion on the screen. Spins away from the defense. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Guys, we have Wyoming on top as we reach the end of the quarter. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. Just keep slinging it. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, 4th quarter, trying to tie the game up. They'll run the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Grab behind the line. It's Atkins. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big body frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip into the secondary, make that big play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Now they'll run the draw. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Cowboys will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Lewis to throw. Final little time, lets it go. Out of the backfield, he's open. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back has it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Hayden. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on 3rd down would make it easier. He'll keep it on the sneak. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He splits the uprights. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
Big-time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or 2 more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. quickly out to the tight end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Anderson wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
If they're going to win this game in a 2-minute situation, it's not just going to be receivers on the outside making plays. They got to use the entire field, so the tight end over the middle of the field is a great weapon at this juncture of the game.
And the Cowboys have a lot of options on second and inches. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up third down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity.
Turning it on! So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. They've got the lead. fourth.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Lewis wants to pass. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the Brain Trust will go to work. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
And that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
On third down, he drops to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I gotta have it?
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Wide receiver going in motion. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. Lewis to throw. Looking for a huge play. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Yeah, it's hard. This is the hardest time because you got to have plays, you got to have scripts, because you know they're sitting back with all the DBs on the field in a dime package playing pass. How can we get first downs? How can we complete passes and get out of bounds to try to save some of this clock as we move the ball down the field?
Catch in the middle. It's Atkins. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And the Buffaloes are in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Miller. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
Late in the game, they've got the lead. They know the opponent's going to throw the football to all areas of the field. That time in the middle, he was right there, almost came away with that interception.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. Going for 6. Touchdown, Bucks! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring a touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal.
For the extra point.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They march 79 yards on the drive. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Anderson will throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Wants to pass the clock an enemy. Quick strike complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He wants a big play here late. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wyoming.